Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Pacific series, and we have now reached episode 6. Last episode, we got to see the flip side of things with that soldier who had been sent home doing a PR campaign, getting to bang an actress, getting the meals he wants at the restaurants he wants to dine in. Everything was going swell for him. And then we quickly jumped back to the troops still at the Solomon Islands who were on yet another mission, and this time Jurassic Heart had joined the fray. Holy shit, the battle sequences in the second half of the last episode were absolutely epic. Some of the camera shots just looked movie quality, explosions going off all over the place, piles upon piles of bodies lining up on the beachfront. Oh, it looked absolutely brutal, and it only stopped at the very end of the episode where they finally seemed to secure that beach they were initially going on to, and they all managed to get a breather, but no doubt they will be back into the thick of things this episode, and I'm looking forward to it. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the Pacific episode 6. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it. I'm so tempted to give another inspiring speech over the top of this music, but I literally got demonetized last week just to make that joke, so I'm not gonna do it again. But yeah, I took it. I was like, no, I'm not editing that shit out. I want my charcoal speech in there. Keep your fucking money. It's worth the money to give the charcoal speech. So that's what I did. This week, that $1 fucking I make from these videos is mine, and I'm gonna buy some charcoal with it. How about that? You know, they say there's someone out there for everyone. There's got to be one person who watched this show who had some kind of charcoal fetish, and whenever this intro rolled, they were just like, oh Jesus Christ. And I feel bad for that person, but I would also like to meet and interview them. Good old Mobile, Alabama in 1944, where they had a very different enemy. Ethnic minorities. Oh!
Sydney!
The other son got sent home. Why would that have been?
It's Sydney!
Dr. Sledge.
Small pie on the counter.
Kinda like this family slightly less now I know that they had black servants.
Mrs. Sledge, Eugene's with a lot of good Marines. First is the best there is.
I'll need to remember that. He's called Eugene, not Jurassic Heart. I'll try my best to remember. If I revert back to Jurassic Heart, you will know I have failed.
I can't say this about every Marine I know, but I'm not worried about Eugene.
Well, you fucking should be. He definitely looked like a fish out of water last episode. Damn, Queen is going through these cigarettes quick time. Snafu, sorry, I did remember his name, Snafu. But because he played Freddie Mercury, his nickname is Queen. And he's quite camp. It fits perfectly.
We got hit pretty hard on the beach. We're still sorting out the casualties.
Let's go.
It'll fucking take months to sort out all the casualties on the beach. That shit was a sea of dead humans. Oh, gross. Gotta love a bit of cement dust water.
Jesus! Damn!
Fucking gross.
Poison.
Unless you're a Satanist, then that adds to the flavour.
The only way to stop this Jap artillery is to get into those hills. And the only way into those hills is across this airfield.
The guy's got a very monotone voice to be delivering a speech to the troops. Come on guys, let's do this shit. We can do this. Hoorah. Even if he had the music from the intro playing, it wouldn't have made his speech good. So many explosions at all times. I bet Michael Bay wept when he was told he couldn't direct this show.
No asswipe, no chow, no water, so don't even think about it.
That would drive me insane. No fucking water. I would be right up that hill to take out the Japanese artillery just to steal their water. Man, this is really making me appreciate the fact I've got a coffee in front of me right now. Here's a toast to all those who needed water but couldn't get water.
Hey, the pit's dry too.
Maybe the Japs have some over there.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The enemy will have water. That would give you motivation to go and take those artillery points. I knew he was going to start smoking soon. So much for your I don't smoke high ground you had last episode, Eugene. There were some badass light machine guns there. I think that is the first perspective shot we've had from the Japanese side this entire show. We got to see the back of a couple of their helmets, you know, keeping things even. Damn. I would be very surprised if a stuntman didn't catch some minor injuries during the filming of this show. There is just so much debris and explosions, and I know these are special effects and the debris will be, you know, light stuff, but still, it's bound to happen sooner or later.
We're crossing the airfield! Stand by to move out! Get ready to cross! Pass the word!
I take it the airfield is currently occupied by the Japanese soldiers.
See on the other side, Connor! Let's go, Marine! Let's go!
Jesus Christ, tuck your trousers in, boys. A lot of those guys just had it hanging over their boots. That is inefficient as fuck. Shit. I don't know how the Japanese knew they were about to go through that door, but that was brilliantly timed. This episode's gonna have so many casualties in it again, I just know it. None of these missions are easy. Nothing is an easy mission in war. It is always just bloodshed on both sides until someone wilts or loses all their units. First close-up shot of a missing limb this episode. We'll keep that tally going. As an actor, it must have been so easy to immerse yourself in these roles just due to how good the production values are of these battlefields. I mean, this could be computer imagery, but it legit looks like all this is in-camera effects. They're so well done either way. If they are computer-generated images, they shit on modern Marvel movies, that's for sure.
Are you receiving?
Shit, that guy's a goner. This isn't the type of show I would recommend you watch after having a bad day, because it will make it worse. Unless you're a Japanese Nazi sympathiser, in which case you'll fucking love it. I keep saying it, but the direction and special effects are fucking exceptional in this show. I saw an arm go across the screen, that's missing limb too. We'll probably be able to Frankenstein ourselves together a full human body by the end of this show. That was a fucking head. So we've got one arm, 1 foot and a head so far. That would be a creepy plot for a movie, by the way, combining the Frankenstein story with war and someone cobbling together a body from both enemy and allied force soldiers. Someone needs to write that. I would watch it. Some conflicted Frankenstein monster. These pillboxes are so effective until you get close, and then all you need to do is roll a grenade in there and they're fucked. Oh shit, Queen's down. The fact Eugene's helping him, Queen will respect him after this. Insta-killed. If you were to die in this war, that is definitely the way you want to go out, an insta-kill with a headshot. And we're already getting a little bit of a character arc with Eugene this episode. He's becoming a lot more hardened and tactile. Shit! The pyrotechnics team in this show were having the absolute time of their lives.
Hang it! Fire! Hang it!
Nice shot. Are mortars still something that the modern military use, or have they since been replaced with something more efficient? Because they seem pretty hard to aim, especially upon first shot. That was a stealth assassin kill in amongst all the just, you know, machine gun assault class kills we see. Little knife to the back of the neck, very professional.
Stop.
Is that Lecky? He's got to survive because, you know, he's Lecky, but still, he looks like he took a bad one.
Stand by to stand by.
That's all we got.
And no wonder some of these guys developed shell shock with all those explosions going on all around you for hours.
Hold here till we load our wounded. Then you can move your ass wherever you want.
Yes, sir.
That's a clever idea, moving the wounded in a tank. I do not know where Lecky's been hit, but surely he's gonna be okay. He's basically our main character. Look at him, almost dying, straight away checks out the nurse. Some things never change. Fuck, he looks like he might die. I know I said I doubt he will, but that was definitely a I'm bleeding internally cough, if I've ever seen one.
What you doing, Daniels?
Counting jabs.
Well, you gotta pass the time somehow.
I can count the jabs from here.
Hey, Daniel, did you hear me?
Yeah, I think Daniels is starting to go a bit insane. I think he needs that facility Lecky was sent to.
Just as easily been me counting jabs I can't see.
But it's not you.
War is definitely no time for empathy. That shit would destroy you.
And we're all afraid. All of us.
I don't get how a heavily religious person could be afraid at the prospect of death. It's like, cool, blow me up, and then boom, I'm in heaven. It's a good deal if you believe in Jesus and stuff.
Every man that's wounded, every man I lose, it's all worthwhile because our cause is just.
Yeah, I wonder how many soldiers throughout history have been fighting a war knowing that their cause was not just. That would be an interesting story to follow. Like, how the fuck do you compartmentalise your head to do what you need to do while knowing that it's all a bunch of bullshit?
You handled yourself well today, Sledge. You be alright.
That's exactly how I would summarise Eugene's second day in the field. Day 1, he looked like a rabbit in headlights. Day 2, he has learned quickly. Got to adapt to survive, as they say.
Let's move, people!
At least they've all got water now. I would fear the lack of water more than death. Hey, please do not show me that dog dying.
Gives the Japs valuable intel, they find it.
Guess I won't show it to him then.
He's starting to like him. I knew he would warm up to Eugene after he helped him on the battlefield.
Thanks, Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. I like that.
It's a badass nickname.
Need to get a better look.
Sledge, Layden.
No. I just got it.
Oh nice, they've already shortened it to Sledge. Don't like it being shortened to Sledge. It suggests he's going downhill fast. Seems to be a lot of them hidden up there. At that range, a Thompson would have fuck all accuracy. It's all about the M1s and the rifles at that range.
We can't take this objective without unacceptable casualties. Do you copy?
I can't see there being many objectives that you could take without unacceptable casualties in this situation. You just gotta do it. Oh, thank God the dog's okay. That's the most important part.
Some dog's supposed to smell a Jap before me. I don't think so.
Are you suggesting your sense of smell is superior to that of a canine? I'm sure you're good at your job, but that is highly unlikely.
Think you can do that?
We got it, Gunny.
I was asking Sledgehammer.
Yes, even the senior officer knows his nickname now. When Eugene goes home, he'll be able to start the most badass metal band of all time. That dog is fucking alert. Everyone else is catching some Z's. That dog is like that. Can dogs get shell shock? Dog shock? Shell dog? Something?
God damn it, shut up! No! Quiet! No!
Well, try to shut him up just made him get even louder. Good going, guys. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Straight up losing his mind.
Hit him with something!
Seriously, knock him the fuck out. Thank you. You know, it's kinda rough, but it had to be done. That guy was giving away their location. He could have legit got them all killed, having his little hissy fit. You know how they say facts don't care about your feelings? Well, war doesn't fucking care about either. Shut the fuck up.
It's better him than all of us.
Sledgehammer's right.
What the fuck? They actually killed him. You could have just knocked him out. You didn't need to cave his head in.
Hey, Peaches, you gonna waste those?
I like the nickname Peaches for Lecky. I don't know the name of that guy, but considering the night they've all had, he seems very resolute and stoic toward it all. It's definitely the type of person you want as a soldier.
Regiment wants us hunting Japs up the East Road. Don't blame yourself, you did the right thing.
Aside from the lack of water, they seem way better equipped than they were in their initial island jungle battles they were having, when they were having trouble scraping together ammunition and shit. At least they've got ammo. But if it's not one thing, it's another, you know. Now they've got lots of ammo, but no fucking water. Man, even the background shot there, absolutely epic. Oh, are they actually taking them home? No way. I was not expecting that. So is that the end of it for Lecky and that other guy? War over. Incredible scene. Incredible scenery. Okay, and that was episode 6 of The Pacific, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, episode 6, what did I think of that? Wow, I knew we were going back into some battles this episode, but I had no idea the intensity would just increase again. Like, this show, it's done something different than Band of Brothers in that Band of Brothers had peaks and troughs with the action. I feel like this is slowly elevated up in a way, even though we have had those episodes which have been like breaks from it. But the jungle fights were all very much in darkness, very much based on sneak attacks at night. And then these last 2 episodes, first of all we had them taking the beach, and then this one was just absolute mayhem again. Explosions going off everywhere. Hard to keep track of all the flying limbs. I stopped keeping a tally after we got the leg, arm and head. And the special effects are just absolutely immense. We also got a little bit of character progression with Eugene. First of all, I now remember his name, his old nickname, Jurassic Heart, and his new nickname, Sledgehammer. That is much better than I usually do for any character, so well done Eugene. I know you by 3 names now. But yeah, last episode he almost seemed like the weak link, a guy just constantly in fear and panic of everything happening around him, and he quickly learnt the ropes because this episode he was definitely doing what he needed to do, helping people when they needed help, keeping himself alive but not in a cowardly way. He was literally one of the most useful soldiers on the battlefield, which we followed this episode, and it was good to see him win over the favour of Queen as well by helping him on the battlefield. And I was so lost in all the chaos that I didn't even see the moment Lecky was injured, but it must have been something pretty bad because for a minute there I thought he was legit going to die, but luckily he was brought onto that medical ship and he seemed like his condition was stable by the end of the episode. My only question is that him out of the show now? If him and that other guy are going home, are we going to get like a dual storyline where it's him, the other guy, and the one we saw last episode, you know, doing the PR campaign back home? Is he now going to join the PR campaign back home? Or is he going to get better and has to be sent right back out here? No idea, but it would be kind of crazy if at this point in the show they just pull Lecky out of it for the remaining 4 episodes, because he's certainly been the protagonist we have followed the most up until this point. But thinking about it, if they did, it would kind of be okay because they've slowly introduced Eugene as a second protagonist, so if there's no more Lecky, we'll definitely be seeing more things through Eugene's eyes going forward, I feel. And other than that, there isn't much else to say, just wow, the chaos that they captured on camera. With the gunfire, explosions, injuries all over the place, death, wounded, it's just craziness. The fact that this was able to be done for television almost 20 years ago, or is it 20 years ago? I'm unsure as to when The Pacific actually came out as it relates to Band of Brothers, but it's certainly been a while now since this show came out. And the amount of quality effects on display and high budget looking stuff that is constantly on the screen, it actually boggles my mind how modern movies look shittier than this. How did Hollywood fall so far? And as always, I cannot wait to see what happens next week. I have so many questions now. Will Lecky return? Will we see more mayhem? Will we get one of these episodes where they take us out of the action for a bit? Only one way to find out. Tune in with me, and until next week, if you've enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.